Hello and welcome. Now today, I'm going to be changing the belt and the tensioner on this 2014 Grand Caravan. I'll show you how to do it. You're going to need a jack, some stands, and something to chuck the tires with. Now, that's the belt I'll be using. And this is the tensioner I'll be using. So, now the first thing we're going to do, slightly jack it up, take this wheel off the passenger side, and raise it up some more we can work on it. Alright, now, so this is up in the air and tire out of the way. You can see the tensioner is right there. So what we need to do to make more room is remove this piece of plastic, which there's a tab here, which there is a special tool for this. You can use a screwdriver or a needle nose if you have to. If you don't have the tool, then we're gonna come up under here. There's another one right there. Then there's a 10 millimeter there, as well as there. So we're gonna remove those two bolts and those tabs and get this out of our way so that we can have more room. Now I don't have the special tool, so I'm just gonna take a pair of needle nose. Luckily this one's a little loose. Just gonna try to pull it out of there. We can get more of these later if we have to, but regardless, that's going to come out of our way. Alright, now let's get to business here. With that out of the way, what we need to do here is keep a mental note, write it down, draw it, whatever you need to do, of the belt and where it's at. It may be in the owner manual, but it's not under the hood on this one like others. So you can see the way that the belt is routed. If we look here, starting at the tensioner, we come under the crank, over the water pump, under the AC, over the alternator, on top of an idler pulley that is right there, and then over the power steering, and over under the power steering back to the tensioner. So we need to make note of that so we can put it back exactly like it is. But rule of thumb is if it's smooth, the back side of the belt touches it. If it's grooved, the ribs go through it. So that should help. So let's start by removing the belt by releasing the tension. I'm going to take a 3/8 here, and I do have a short extension on it to get a little bit of clearance. Now depending on where you start at, it's going to make it easier or harder for you. So what I'll do is do this right here. This would be easier if we had a lift, but you know, not everybody has access to that. So I push up like that. As long as I can get the belt off somewhere, should be good to go. There we go. All right. Now that's pretty easy. All right, now we'll take a 16 millimeter. And remove the center bolt. Like so. Now what we're going to do, put that in there. Get that started. And you'll feel it go where it should go. You know what I'm talking about. When it hits it, it'll line up and fall into place. We're just going to tighten it down. Now this is the fun part, is getting the belt back on to find a way to get it through everything. What I'm going to do is go under the AC compressor first and get that started because there's hoses in the way. And then I'll run it over the pump, the water pump, down this way for now. Then I'm going to come over here, run it over the tensioner actually for now. Run it that way under the power steering pump on top of the idler. Alright, so now you see I have it in place everywhere, if you can see, except for the alternator. What I'm going to make sure is I'm in all the grooves and I'm pulling all the tension over this way. Now you may be asking why, but that's because with one hand I'm going to pull the tension, the other hand right here I'm going to push up and slip that over while I got that going. Like I said, obviously you're going to want jack stands and all this for this, but I'm going to show you something easy. That's the way I did that just now. And if you're having trouble with leverage, I got a 1/2 inch ratchet here, which is longer than your standard 3/8. Get quite more leverage on this. And I got the adapter to drop it down from 1/2 to 3/8. So I can put it right here, wherever I need it. I don't want my head under that at all. And I can just push up to relieve the tension. And I'm right here. You can see it's just easier to release the tension that way. Straight up. And then like that. Because I can do this with one hand, do the belt with this hand. Makes it a lot easier. So I'm double checking. Make sure the belt is fully in the grooves where it should be. And the flat sides will straighten themselves out as long as the grooves are in the grooves. Now, we gotta put our cover back on. Which we will go up here and get it started. You can put our tab back there, our 2 10mm bolts back in, and then this tab down here if you didn't break any of them. And there it is. That's how you change your belt and your tensioner on your Dodge Caravan or Chrysler Town & Country. I hope this information proved helpful. As always, thanks for watching.